Es el hijo de...
Como explote va a ser como una bomba atómica de medio kilotón.
El vehículo no es seguro.
Tenemos que fallar aquí abajo para no fallar ahí arriba.
No es un viaje cualquiera. Es algo más que ir a trabajar.
¿Crees que vas a volver?
It's a real life, like it's very a real love story. I mean, I would never, as an actor from the outside of their situation, playing real people, I'd never deem myself in any way an authority on their marriage or want to kind of discuss their marriage, because that was something very personal to them that they've tried to protect at all costs. But I do think that this film very much portrays the reality of living a life, and we are all going to lose people, and we're all going to bring people into the world, and so the reality of that and if you're with somebody else while that's all happening, it's going to be hard, and I really appreciate that it does depict the reality of life. It's not everything's rosy and they're in love and skipping around all the time. It's just not. No one is. If they are, then I'd like to see them. I don't know where they are, hiding. Yes, I am. I've got a whole lot of them behind me. Yeah, no, I am. But they all are lovely in their own way. Pressure on myself, just because I wanted to do a good job. And you never want to be like the only foreigner in something who does a terrible, terrible accent and just terrible job. And so I really tried to, Janet's from a very particular, she's from Chicago, so she's from the Midwest of America, and it's a very particular way of life and way of being and way of speaking that I worked really hard at. I mean, you can only ever go so far. I can't physically change myself into another person by magic, unfortunately. And so I did my best, and I felt very accepted. I never felt like the outsider or that I was, Ryan's Canadian, which helps. But I never felt like I was kind of the odd one out, so that's good. Oh, she's a really special person. She was a really special person, so I think I would like to feel that I honoured her, but I could never match her in any way, shape or form. But I definitely hope that she wouldn't have watched it and been horrified. I hope.
Let's hope, yeah.
Yeah. No. That's our history, so it would be denying everything that I am and have previously been. No, not at all. There's nothing shameful in it. There's nothing to not be honoured and respected and understand and admire, really. I think if we try and say that it was like wrong, or it's like generations of women who did extraordinary things. So no, yeah. I mean, it's always going to be. I think that was, part of my fear about taking on that role. Not just because it'd been done incredibly well before, but also because when people come from, I know because I've acted in adaptations of novels before, that when you're coming from a book, everybody has that character in their head, so you're doomed either way, because no one can ever live up to what you've imagined that person is like. And so when I was like, I'm doomed either way, I was like, well, I might as well have a go then, because, if you're going from a point of just pure judgment, pure, fear, and that everybody's going to have an opinion, the only way you can go is up, because you're already at the lowest possible point and you're fighting a battle, so you may as well just give it a go and enjoy it. That's all I did, really. No, not at all. But you just have to work really hard at it. Anybody can do it if you put enough man hours in. I'm living proof, because I don't sound like the Queen of England at all, or Swedish, or from Chicago. And somehow I've done all three in the past 3 years, so yeah, no, it's not a gift, it's just work, really hard work, yeah.
Allá vamos.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2...